All right, guys. Good morning, everybody. Today we had a really nice trading day. I had a really nice trading day. At least I would say, thanks to ISEE. I don't know what company is that, but it looks like a biotech company that was really active in the morning. It was like so many million shares. As you see, it was starting in the pre-market about starting from like $8 all the way to $11. At the open, it started. Was below the VWAP, and it was kind of held the $13 level. Brian went short right at the open for the break of 13. I was hoping actually to get a long on it because the stock was so strong and the volume was so heavy on it that I said this is probably gonna bounce, at least test the VWAP. So I went long for a 1 minute opening range breakup. It was not a setup 1 minute opening range breakup because it was just below the VWAP and it was significantly below the VWAP, and it kind of closes the doji. I went long and then Brian was short and it kind of messed me up and said, okay, am I doing the right decision? Am I crazy? So I kind of got out of it at the break even. And as you see, after I got out, it just really popped back up and tested VWAP with heavy volume. Volume was just amazing and unbelievable on that. So I did one more FOMO trade on it. So it came down to the VWAP. I just jumped back in there and I said, this is going to squeeze people. And essentially, it's going to be a really nice 5 minute open range breakup. So I got, so the second trade that I did on it again, so this was the first trade break even. The second trade was also right at the VWAP, and I realized I'm kind of chasing it. What am I doing with my life? So I kind of got out. And then I realized that it can be a potentially really good 5 minute opening range breakup. The stock was gapping up, is hold the VWAP exactly at mid at 935. Held the VWAP, and I said, okay, maybe this is it. I jump in 1360, heavy size, popped up all the way up to 14, and we broke the 14. I got out of it. I mean, that was the time that I just put the handcuffs on because I think I got a really nice trade on it. And then I did one trade on AMC as well. AMC is my go-to-go stock, and AMC had a really important level at around 49.80, which is a daily level. If you look at it in the daily chart, it was around this level. Eventually, with heavy volume came in, and I decided to take it for a 5 minute opening range breakup for the breakup 49.80. So it was just below the VWAP doing some stuff. It came up with heavy volume, and I went long at 49.63, added more pop all the way up 50 and all the way up toward the $51. And that was a really good trade, and I made most of my money in there. The volume was just the thing that told me that you got to go on there. So from R3 all the way up to R4, that's also body tour how trading from R3 to R4 from Camarilla trade. If you have any questions about that, just email me or write into the comments, and I'm gonna respond how these levels work. And after that, so these three trades, essentially I was done with my day. I was up like $7,000 or something up by that time, and we started discussing some other stuff. That then ISEE came in again for a squeeze. So we saw that ISE, where is that? So yeah, ISE, I said that the huge squeeze came in at the VWAP. The volume was just exploding. I jumped back in there 15 for another breakout. So 15 to 15.50. I just scalped it one more time. This one was, I wasn't really ready to do it, but people in the chat room mentioned that. So I jumped back in there. But I was done with this trade here. As you see in my first trade, I really wasn't patient enough because I looked at my P&L and just wasn't patient enough. But Brian stayed in there, went all the way up to 15. So for me, essentially, it was 3-4 trades on ISC based on my trade book, and one trade long on AMC. We kind of got distracted in the chat room based on some conversations and stuff. So just to get back into character, I shorted AMC here at the R4 around 50.75, and then it just dropped below the VWAP, and I covered everything. And the last piece that I covered here was like at 15.25, and it seems that AMC is going to go back to 51 and test the 51. But this short trade, I really don't have the trade book shorting the strongest stocks. Like this is like a mountain pass type that Peter does, but I just don't have it. So this was more like changing the mood, and I took a smaller size, and like a couple of $100, like 366 I made on that. So it wasn't really a trade that I want to go heavy on that. But AMC is just amazing. And also a food for thought, as Brian mentioned, that did you know that the humans are only creatures on Earth that have the conscious about the expiry, the fact that they die and then they have a limited time? That's what Brian said. I don't know how. Maybe he made it up, but just food for some thoughts over the
I read
weekend.
that. I read that somewhere.
Yeah. All right. So have a good weekend, everyone. It was a short trading week because Monday was Labor Day. We're gonna see you all on Monday morning next week. The volatility in the market has been awesome. So we appreciate the like or subscribe to our channel. We're growing faster than ever, and that's really, really awesome. If you have any comments, anything about trading questions and stuff, just put it down into the comments. Hit the like button. It helps a lot. Helps the algos working better. And blame Brian for anything that happens to you. He's usually good at taking his. Cheers, guys. Thank
Sure,
you.
I'll take